Howdy y'all, my name is Gretchen. I'm the Restless Thrifter and I'm a reseller online. I sell on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and other online platforms. I have 7 sales on eBay and Poshmark, none on the other platforms today. It is Sunday, March 2nd, and these sales are from the 28th and the 1st. And the first one is a Bolo brand that I recently learned of. It is called Birdwell Beach. This is a Birdwell Beach Breeches, I guess that's the full name of the brand. Size medium hoodie, sweatshirt, blue terry cloth, blue surfer. From what I gathered about the brand, it is like a California surfer brand. This would be great for putting on after swimming when it starts to get cold in the evening on the beach. It's like a terry cloth hoodie, basically. And it sold for full price of $44.96 plus shipping. Let me turn off those alerts. It is going to California, and this actually happened to me twice in a row, and I'm like wondering what's going on and if it just happened to be coincidence. But I had 2 different buyers buy something and then ask me to cancel so they could repurchase because they had the wrong address. And the first person was this person who bought it full price, and they did repurchase. And the second person was another person who sent me an offer I accepted, and they haven't repurchased yet. Well, we'll see if they do. I can't imagine what scam that would be. You know what I mean? So I think it's probably just coincidence, but a weird one at that. I think this will fit in a 12 by 16 poly mailer, which I have here. It's an eBay branded one. You don't need to buy eBay branded anything. I just happen to get these when I use my coupons for shipping supplies that you get quarterly when you have an eBay store. And they're pretty good quality. Lately I've been able to make do with the 12 by 16 and the 10 by 13. It's going to go out USPS Ground Advantage. It weighs 1 pound, 7 ounces. One pound, 7 ounces, and then 12 by 16. It's $8.98 to ship. The buyer does pay for the shipping, and then it comes to me, and I just turn by the label. So since this sold full price, I gotta go look and see how much I made with shipping. With shipping, it sold for $56.84, and my fees were $15.30 higher because it was promoted on eBay. My cost of goods was $5.95, and I recently increased my promotion rate to 12%, I believe. So my profit was $26.61. That's still good. Once I feel comfortable with my sales volume, I'm going to lower that back down because that is a bit high. I don't like it. Don't like it to be that high. Even though it's Sunday, I've been quite busy working. I have been steaming things, photographing some. I need to do some more. I'm hoping to get myself motivated to do more photographing tonight. And I did a lot of comping, which I try to get my drafts completely ready to go, except for photos, and wait while I'm comping. That's kind of a new process for me, so that I'm touching the listing a little bit fewer times. And this next one is a really good one. It is a sport coat, suit jacket, blazer, whatever you want to call it. And it is the brand Oxford with 2 X's. This is a Bolo brand. I don't see it ever. This is the only time I've ever found it. Is this one sport coat. And it is very, very expensive. High end. And I sold this one for $125 on Poshmark. It is a Oxford clothes size 42 regular summer sport coat, super 130s wool gray Glencheck plaid. Summer sport coat means that it's not fully lined inside so that people don't get too hot. It is lined where you might sweat the most often, like underarms. I think it's lined throughout the sleeve too, but the rest of it is not. Some people would look at that and go, "Oh, it's a cheaper coat." No, it's just for summer time, actually. Trying to tell if this one has been taken in. I did provide measurements, so if it has, it should be fine. And it's sold on Poshmark, so I am going to print out the label and then wrap this up in tissue paper. Actually, I can put it in a poly mailer and then ship it out in that box that I just opened. That'll work. It's going to Michigan. This is a priority mailbox. It is a 1092. It fits the sport coats pretty well. And it has a self-adhesive, but lately these haven't necessarily been sticking. And even when they do stick initially, I'm worried they're going to pop open. So I'll put these free priority mail stickers over it to secure it further. And I'm going to do that on both ends. Actually, it's taped down on this end. Yesterday, Saturday, I went thrifting in Dallas with a friend to a couple places I hadn't been before in East Dallas, and had a good time, of course, and found some good things. Both of the places were pretty good sized stores. One, you really had to dig more. It seemed like it had a lot more vintage and junk, but also some higher prices, like in the home goods department, for example. The other one just had a lot of racks. So we spent 6 hours thrifting. Well, we stopped and ate lunch and everything too, but we did thrift our booties off. Okay, so what is a Poshmark fee for a $125 item? Is it $24? Look that up. $25. Sold for $125, full asking price. I paid $380. I don't know where I got it, when I got it. It was probably when I lived in Denver. Fee was $25 and shipping expenses $0, so I made a little under $100. Let's see. $96.20. Very cool. The ASP for this is $87, or at the time that I listed it, which was a while back. So I did better than the ASP, but that can change day to day, week to week, year to year. I listed it last October. So 4 months, it's not bad. I guess it took me a while to list it. I had all these blazers like just kind of piling up, and I finally, in a 2 or 3 day period, tackled them all, and a lot of them have sold. So it's time for me to start picking more up. Another Poshmark sale is this belt from Loeffler. I'm not sure if that's said correctly. Randall, New York, size extra small, small, Mirren belt, leather trim, cream canvas, 2-inch wide. Kept getting some low offers for this. I finally took one for $20. I had it listed for $30, which I think it should have just sold for $30, which tells me that I probably should have listed it for higher to allow for offers. But this was sold at Anthropologie, and this brand in general is pretty pricey. But after a while, you're like, I only paid $2.16. I want to sell something. I'll take the 20. And it was the highest offer I had received so far. Hi, Reacher. He's staring at me. So $4 fee, $0 shipping expenses. I made $13.84. I'm going to put this in a box. Got a 6 by, well, basically 5 by 5. This one's going to California also. I'm going to put one of these USPS stickers on it. The next one is an eBay sale, and it is a Jesus A. Diaz size medium blazer jacket, embroidered colorful fish, Mexican indie. I got this for free. Ooh, we got a storm blowing in. Got this for free from my aunt. Let's get this done before the internet goes out. I thought it was really pretty. It would sell for more, but it didn't. It's going to somewhere in Texas. And it sold for $32.60. That was probably through my sale that I have going on. It sold for that plus shipping, which was $42.19, and my fees were $6.12. It was not promoted. Oxford blazer was my best sale. And let's figure out shipping. £1, 6 ounces even, so I'm going to round up to £1, 7 ounces. And a 10 by 13 by 1, and that's going to tear. Will cost $6.15. This one looks perforated. Yeah, seems okay. $6.15 for the label. USPS ground as well. If I don't state otherwise, it's USPS ground. My profit was $29.89. My cost of goods was $0. Thank you, Aunt. It's really cute. Really cute jacket. She'd given me one similar to this that had roosters, which I loved, and I think that one sold for like $45. Next, another eBay sale. something I've told myself to not pick up anymore. It's a Boyd's bear. These little bears, they're always so cute and hard to pass up, but they don't really sell. I'm sure there's some that do, but in general, they're not selling. I'm going to put it in an 8x11 padded envelope. Because there's nothing like breakable on it. No plastic eyeballs or anything. And it weighs 3.2. I'm going to round up to 4. And shipping is $4.14. It's going to Wisconsin. Oh, the other one was Michigan. I'm like, isn't there one going to Wisconsin? Wisconsin, Michigan. The states look the same. W-I-M-I. Just flip the M over. It's W. So my brain did some flippy flop. All right, glad that finally sold because I listed that in January of 2023. A long time. 2 years to sell. And I am pretty sure I got an offer for this. I think it was $5 plus shipping, so it sold for $10.67, and it was promoted. I paid $1.06 for this. Let's see, what was my total fees? $3.24. And the shipping was $4.14. I made $2.23. That's not the kind of profits I'm looking for, which is why I'm not going to be picking up Boyd's bears. I don't care how cute they are. If they don't sell, I don't need to be spending my time doing that. I mean, if I had the time, I could, but I don't. I need my profits to be higher. Nothing against Boyd and his bears. You know, this next one is something that also took a long time to sell. Now, let me tell you something. I've recently learned that delisting and relisting on eBay too soon can actually hurt you. I can't explain it. I don't understand it well enough to explain it to you. When it was explained to me, it made sense. And it was explained to me by someone who had heard it directly from someone at eBay. So it made sense. But it has something to do with how the catalog is indexed in eBay. And basically your listing becomes kind of stronger, is for lack of a better term. Not stronger in the sense that it's likely to sell, just stronger in that it's possibly more likely to be presented to, I don't know. Anyway, it becomes better somehow. It's kind of like when you marinate something, and the longer you let it marinate, the richer the flavors are going to be. That's all I could think of. And if you delist and relist, like I was doing, which was every 30 days, that could be too soon. Now, yes, you may also get your items out in front of some people because they are deemed new. And I did see that happen. So it's got its pros and cons, I would say. But I've been holding off on delisting and relisting on eBay and just doing it on the other platforms. And I've noticed some much older things selling for me on eBay. So I feel like there is some, proof there that what they say is true. And I don't know why they would tell you differently, other than it might benefit them more to not have you relist, but I don't know why. This is going in a 10 by 13. Oh, I should tell you what they are. They are the North Face hiking pants. I'm not picking up these anymore either. The North Face size 8 hiking pants, convertible ripstop nylon khaki tan outdoor. I used to find these all the time in Colorado, and I thought for sure they would be good. I thought at the time, I thought everything North Face was going to be good. These sold with shipping for $19.02, and my fees are $2.99. I paid $5.41. But that's just not true. Not everything North Face is good. I found very few things, but their outerwear, their boots, those kinds of things do better. You can look them up. I suggest looking up anything North Face before automatically picking it up. But coats and boots are the things I would go, oh yeah, this is worth looking up. Pants, I'm not even bothering anymore. Until I hear someone else say for sure, and then I double check and triple check, I'm not doing it. Okay, so they weigh 9.8. I'm going to round up to 10 ounces. It's in a 10 by 13 by 1 poly mailer. My shipping is $5.21. And my profit was $5.41. I listed these in 2022, almost 3 years, because I listed them in April. So almost 3 years. These are going to Louisiana. I think I just have one more. Yeah, one more. And it was something that I bought when I was buying something else for myself, and I just kind of added something in. This cute little bird necklace. I liked it. I bought it for myself, but honestly, I forget to wear jewelry. I forget to even put my wedding rings on 99.9% of the time. So, yeah. So I'm like selling it. It's really cute. It's not antique or vintage or anything. It just has that look to it. It's just costume jewelry, but it's really cute. And it sold for very little, but I mean, would you expect it to sell for much? It's an antique look. That's what I wrote. Bird necklace with charms, adjustable chain, fairy grunge boho. I don't know. I think it fits fairy grunge and boho, not grunge, but fairy grunge. And the boho styles, I added those words recently. Let's see what it sold for. It sold for $8.47 plus shipping. So that would have been through an offer most likely. I had it listed for $9.96. My cost of goods, I put as 0 since I bought it for myself. And let's figure out shipping. I'm looking for an even smaller envelope than that one. But I guess I don't have one. Yeah. So I'm going to put it in this envelope here. It's padded. I watched the documentary about that mom in Utah who was abusing her kids because she thought they were possessed by the devil. She was the blogger mom. Oh, it was horrific. It was really, really sad. 7 by 8, and it weighs 1.4, so I'm going to round up to 2 ounces. It was a well done documentary, but man, I felt like I wouldn't even say taken on a roller coaster because there were no highs. There were just lows and more lows. It was rough. It's going to cost $4.08 to ship. So they paid with shipping $13.42. It was promoted. Let me add up those fees. 303. 303. And it's going to somewhere in Texas. This name looks familiar. I think I just shipped out 3 things to her in my last video. Oh, I forgot to cover up my address over here. Fortunately for me, when I was struggling to print for this very same customer, this. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for your order. I don't know if she's a viewer or not, but she has now purchased 4 things for me. I appreciate that. We're going to see how much I made in those 2 days. Just kidding. 3 days. I forgot to include today. So it was the 28th, 1st, and 2nd. For those 3 days, I actually made $287.14, total profit of $184.49. It's not ideal, for sure. You guys, I hope you have a great week. First week of March. Oh yeah, and Fat Tuesday is coming Tuesday. I can't remember if I like king cake or not, but I probably shouldn't get one anyway. But you guys have a great week and just keep listening.